Good morning, children. Today's class is on chapter 8, comparing quantities. The first topic here is to recall about ratio and percentages. Ratio has been introduced to you in class 6 and percentages in class 5. What is the meaning of ratio? Ratio is a comparison of quantities of same kind. And when you hear the word ratio, you can connect it as division. That is, take an example. You have two baskets with 10 apple in one of the basket and 5 oranges in the other basket. And now you can write the ratio of these articles in the first way is find the ratio of number 1 apples to oranges, number 2 oranges to apples, number 3 apples to find the ratio of number of apples to the total number of fruits, or oranges to total number of fruits. The ratio you can represent as number of apples to oranges is 10:5, or it is very well the same as 10/5. Oranges to apple is 5:10 or 5/10. Apples to total number of fruits. The total number of fruits is 10 plus 5, 15. Apples to total number of fruits is 10/15. And oranges to total number of fruits is 5/15. Now imagine this weight of 10 apple is 1.5 kg and the weight of 5 oranges is 750 grams. And now if you want to compare the weight of apples to oranges, how do you write? Apple's weight is in kilogram and orange's weight is in grams. So either of them has to be converted. That means either you can write it as half kg is 500 gram, or it is the same as 1500 gram, 750 gram, or you can write as 1.5 kg and 750 gram is the same as 0.75 kilogram. And you can compare the weight of apples to the weight of oranges, the weight of apple to the total weight of fruits, and so on. But you cannot write a ratio with weight of apples to the number of apples. That means this is the meaning of same kind. That means the weight of apples can be compared only with the weight of fruits present in the basket. The weight of apples to number of apples, you cannot represent it as a ratio. Thus, make it very clear that ratio is a comparison of quantities of same kind. That is the meaning of the definition of ratio. The second explanation is on percentages. What is the meaning of the word percent? Per means upon or division. Cent means 100. That means any fraction if you write under 100, that means if you express a fraction 5/100, it is very well the same as 5%. So the symbol percent represents 1/100. whenever you see 1 by 100, that can be replaced, the fraction can be replaced with the percentage symbol. So the meaning of 8% is 8 is there and the percent symbol will be replaced as 1 by 100. How do you convert any number into percentage, any fraction? Number 1, 3 by 4. Let it be the fraction. How do you convert into percentage? The method is the denominator has to be 100. Then only you can apply 1 by 100 as a percentage symbol, or you can replace that 1 by 100 as percentage symbol. That means you multiply the denominator with 25. Similarly, the numerator also. So it is 75 by 100. It's the same as 75%. Similarly, if you have 0.25 by 5. How do you convert 5 into 100? It is 5 into 20 into 20. What is 25 into 2? 50. 25 into 20 is 500. Now decimal place 2 by 100, which is the same as 5%. Now the easier way than this is how to convert is, or you are given any number to convert or write as a percentages, you just multiply by 100 and put a percentage symbol. What is 3 by 4 into 100 is this 25, or it is the same as 75%. 0.25 by 5. You have to convert into percentages, multiply by 100 and put a percentage symbol. That means 5 and 100 gets cancelled as 20. It will be the same as 5%. That means, so the second definition is, what's the meaning of percent? Percent is the same as upon 100. Then, what is the symbol? The symbol used is percentage symbol. How to convert any number is, how to convert any fraction into percentages, any number into 100, put a percentage symbol. And how do you convert any, remove any percentage symbol is x% is the same as x by 100. So these are the basic concepts you should know. Exercise 8.1. The first question is, find the ratio of the following. And one important thing is, ratio will not have a unit. It will be only as a fraction, it will be as a division, so it doesn't have a unit. The first question is, speed of a cycle 15 km per hour to speed of a scooter 30 km per hour. See here both the units, kilometer per hour. So you can very well compare. Therefore, the ratio of speed of cycle to speed of cycle is to speed of scooter is equal to 15 is to 30, because both the units are same, kilometer per hour, which is equal to 15 by 30, or you can reduce it as 1 by 2 or leave it as 1 is to 2. The second question, 5 meter to 10 kilometer. I hope you know the conversion table. Otherwise, the conversion table is millimeter to centimeter, the 10 units, the measurements, millimeter to centimeter, centimeter to decimeter, decimeter to meter, meter to decameter, decameter to hectometer, and hectometer to kilometer. Let me make it in the short form for your easy understanding. Millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, decameter, hectometer and kilometer. And now this conversion unit is very useful for you in other subjects too. If you have to convert from a smaller unit to a higher unit, the smaller unit to higher unit, divide by how many places you are moving, 10 to the power of that many places, or in easy way you can say it as divide by 10, 100, 1000, etc. depending on the number of places you are shifting. That means if you have to convert from millimeter to meter, 1, 2, 3. In case an example, 5 millimeter you have to convert into meter, means you are moving 1, 2, 3 places to the right. That is, it's the same as 5 by 1000 meter. So when you are moving towards right or from smaller unit to higher unit, divide by 10, 100, 1000, etc. And when you are converting from higher units to smaller unit, naturally it is multiplication by 10, 100, 1000, etc. That means, example, 5 kilometer, if you have to convert into decimeter, kilometer to decimeter, what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4 places, or 5 into 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the same as 50,000 decimeter. So this you can very well highlight in your notebook. Moving from smaller unit to higher unit, divide, and from higher unit to smaller places, multiply. So let's convert. Either of them you can convert. 5 meter, let it be there, kilometer to meter. It's very common. 1, 2, 3 place, that is multiplied by 1000. So you can write it as 10 kilometer is equal to 10 into 1000 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10,000 meter. That is, now you can compare it as 5 by 10. You can write it as 5 divided by 10, 1, 2, 3, which is equal to, you cancel it as 1 by 2000, or the ratio is 1 is to 2000. Similarly, paise to rupee. That's very common. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. You can convert rupees 5 as 500 paise. Rupee 5 is equal to 5 into 100 paise, 500 paise. So what will be the ratio? 50 is to 500, 50 by 500, or 1 by 10 can be written as 1 is to 10. Normally we don't cancel here. We write it as a division problem, then only you simplify. The next one, the next concept is convert into percentage. What did I explain? The ratio 3 is to 4 can be written as 3 by 4. And if you want to convert into percentage, multiply by 100, and don't forget to put the percentage symbol. It is the same as 75%. 2 is to 3 can be written as 2 by 3 into 100, and percentage symbol is compulsory. 3, it's not divisible. You can write it as 200 by 3%, or it is a repeating number. That means 66.666 etc. percentage, or you can correct it as 66.67 percentage. Okay. Question number 3. 72% of 25 students are good in mathematics. How many are not good in mathematics? 72% of 25 students. That means total number of students is 25. In that, what is the percentage of children who are good in maths? Percentage of students good in maths is equal to 72%. How many are not good in maths? There are two ways of finding this answer. First method is, once you are given a percentage, you can calculate number of students good in maths as 72 by 100 of 25. 72 by 4 is 4 ones are 4, 18. Therefore, from the total you can subtract number of students who are not good in maths is 25 minus 18 as 7. Or you can also calculate directly as percentage means the total is 100. So, if the percentage of students who are good in maths is 72, what is the percentage of students who are not good in maths? It's the same as 100 minus 72, that is 2 to get 10 is 8, 9 minus 2, 28%. Now, you can calculate number of students who are not good in maths as 28 by 100 of the total number. It has been cancelled, or 28 by 4 is 7. Both ways you can calculate this question. Or any questions in percentage, both ways you can apply it. Question number 4. A football team won 10 matches out of the total number of matches played. So, let's take the total number of matches as a variable x. Let the total number of matches played be x. That now, what is the detail you know? A football team won 10 matches. So, number of matches 1 is equal to 10. It's a number. The next sentence is, if their win percentage was 40, then how many matches did they play in all? It's a direct question because they are telling you that the percentage of matches won is equal to 40%. They said very clearly percentage of matches win is 40% means the total. That means 40% of the total matches. How do you form the equation? They have given you the percentage of matches won. They have given you the number of matches won, and you know the total number of matches. So how do you form the equation? That means the percentage of matches won into number of into total number of matches is giving you the number of matches won. Once you understand the problem, no need of writing the statements. This I am explaining so that you can understand it very well. Now, percentage of matches won, that means 40% of, what's the meaning of total match? X is equal to 10. How do you convert of? Of means multiplication. That is 40 by 100 of x is equal to 10. Normally, how do? You will cross multiply. That is 40 into x is equal to 10 into 100, or x is equal to 10 into 100 by 40. You will cancel, and then it's the same as 10 by 2. 5 and 2 again 5. So what is the total number of matches? Therefore, the total matches is equal to 25. 40% of 25 you calculate for double checking. Check what is 40% of 25. You can see here with 5. 2 and see, answer has come 10. Your answer is correct. Question number 5. If Chameli had rupees 600 left, underline the word left, after spending, underline the word spending, 75% of her money, how much did she have in the beginning? That means the amount which is in the beginning is not given to you. So let the amount total amount to be x rupees is equal to rupees x. Write the details whatever is given in the question. That means if she had 60% left after spending 75%. So percentage of income spent is equal to 75. Then amount left with her is rupees 600. So this is the percentage spent and amount left. So that means it's both cannot be matching. You have to find out either the income left, either the percentage of income left or the amount of income which has been spent. So let's go into the next step. Percentage of income left is equal to 100 minus 75, which is the same as 25%. Same like the previous question, you can do both ways. So how do you compare? 25% of x is equal to 600 rupees. 25 by 100 into x of means multiplication. 600 or x is equal to 600 into 100 by 25. Simplify with 5. 5 5s are and 120. Again with 5. 5 2s are 10, 24 or 2400. Therefore, the amount with her in the beginning, is equal to rupees 2400. Question number 6. If 60% people in a city like cricket, 30% like football and the remaining like other games, what percent of people like other games? Question number 1. If the total number of people is 50 lakh, find the exact number who like each of this game. That's a very simple question. There are 3 games: cricket, football and all the other games. So percentage of people who like cricket is given as 60%. Then percentage of people who like football is given as 30%. Therefore, immediately you can find out the percentage of people who like. Therefore, percentage of people who like other games is the same as 100 minus 60 plus 30, that much percentage. 60 plus 30 is 90, 100 minus 90 is 10%. Now the total number is given. Total number of people is equal to 50 lakh. You have to find out the number of people in each category. That means number of people who like cricket is equal to 60 by 100 of 50 lakhs. Leave it because answer also will be in lakhs. You can just cancel this, and 10 and 50 is 5 times. That means 30 lakh people like cricket. Then number of people who like football is equal to 30%, means 30 by 100 of 50 lakhs. 30 by 2 is 15 or 15 lakhs. Therefore, number of people who like other games, any method you can calculate. 30 plus 15 is 45. 50 minus 45. 50 minus 30 plus 15 is 50 minus 45 is 5 lakh, or by using percentage. Therefore, you found the number of people also in each category. Now, this is the first exercise. We will do the second exercise in the next class.